None. Not at all. I mean, it got a little warm yesterday. We got up to about that 90-degree mark. But you take away the humidity, it's a little more bearable. We're still in the month of August. Average highs are still around 93 degrees, which we're going to see throughout the entire weekend. Humidity levels and even a hotter outlook next week will start coming back in. We also look at what's going to be pretty busy time going in about the next week here as far as the tropics go. We've got several systems out in the Atlantic and then possibly a system that could develop in the Gulf of Mexico. But it's a nice, enjoyable morning with mainly clear skies, sitting on 65 degrees. That morning drive, fantastic here. Low humidity for the morning and afternoon, getting up to around the upper 80s to that near 90-degree mark here. No threat of rain at all. It's going to be a dry outlook today, and that's going to be a trend that continues for the entire weekend going into next week. Not much rain will be around. Great setup, too, to get out and enjoy a nice bike ride, walk, just whatever you can do here as that sun comes up here for most of the morning hours all the way through 9, 10 o'clock, even 80 degrees isn't going to feel all that bad. But the weekend heats back up. We're looking at highs going about the lower to mid 90s, rain-free, mostly sunny skies. We have Friday night football, high school football kicking back off. A perfect setup here this evening. By kickoff game 7:30, it's going to be warm. Upper 80s here, clear skies, but dropping down into the middle 70s come third, fourth quarter in the second half. Most of our temperatures are anywhere between 65 to 68 degrees here locally. Aiken, Saluda, Edgefield, 65 to just shy of 70, mid-60s in Barnwell and Bamberg. That's a great morning setup after what was a very hot start to the week. We're looking at middle to upper 90s. It's coming out of the weekend and into next week that's really going to be uncomfortable. Highs are going to be consecutively in the upper 90s to almost 100 degrees. Well, the rain chances, you won't find that here. You probably got to go to the coast to find them. Let's talk tropics now. We've got 3 systems in the Atlantic, one that's eventually going to be working into the Gulf of Mexico. Low chance right now, but we'll certainly be watching that one here over the next 5 to 7 days. Then 3 systems that are just back to back. We've got about a 20% chance for this leading system here in the Atlantic, but then behind it, 40 to about 60% chance for both of those systems to develop tropically. Very, very warm Atlantic waters in the middle to upper 80s. And of course, we could be looking at several named storms in about a week and a half. So we'll definitely keep our eyes in the Atlantic for sure. Mid 60s are coming in, just fantastic start here with a dry, cool morning. Upper 80s in the low 90s here. A seasonal outlook for today. A breeze about 5 to 10 from the west. Still a comfortable morning tomorrow, even though temps might be more in the 70s. We're looking for lower and mid 90s to start working back in. There you see the chance for maybe a spotty storm is definitely along the Atlantic coast there, South Carolina and Georgia. Hot outlook, though, very, very hot next week. Monday through Thursday, we're in the upper 90s to almost 100 degrees. Coming up on 6:20.